Restored by Polish. I'm Krista.
I'm Jacqueline.
We're going to talk about how polish helps us with our overall mental and physical well-being. Mostly that it makes us feel good and happy. So if you're new here, that's what we do. We want polish to keep us positive and make us feel better about ourselves. So yeah, that's the whole point.
That is the whole point.
Why we're here.
Well,
I forget that we don't really talk about that very often.
And also,
so, you know,
like, don't you think that we like? I don't know what to say. Sorry.
It'll come to her later, right?
Yeah. Well, it's just like our whole like idea of doing this is to, make people feel better.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And yourself feel better, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are going to get back into, hopefully in the next couple weeks here, we do have another up and coming awareness polish that we're going to be doing. So stay tuned for that. That will be coming
And that's really where my heart
Right.
is the awareness polishes to like bring awareness to certain organizations or disorders or diseases.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because then, more
We're
people
helping.
know,
Yes.
and then we can donate money to those specific.
Exactly. But we're not doing that today. All right, we're going to be talking about me going into all the ingredients in this lovely room.
We're going to have her create a polish.
And create a polish.
Actually,
yeah.
I'm going to make the polish. She's going to select the ingredients for the polish and the color.
I'm actually nervous about because when my vision of things, I'm not very good at like being able to think 3 steps ahead and like what would this look like together, like that.
Right.
I'm not good at that. So
we'll
it makes me nervous. I'm more like, oh, I like this ingredient and this ingredient and this ingredient, but when you put those together, they're probably not going to look very, very good together.
Well, we'll have fun trying,
yeah.
and we'll decide if it's a pass or
if
fail.
It's exactly.
Maybe you'll create a PPU polish, a future
that's
PPU
right. And
polish.
maybe you guys out there can let us know. Like,
or maybe a website polish.
Yeah, if it's a keeper or not.
Right.
Or maybe it's one that needs to go into the smashing or the make it or break it.
I know, we need to do that.
I know,
that was fun. I need to
right?
get out some aggression. I've got a whole bag of polishes.
You do need to get out some aggression. Better than falling off the stool.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see what I come up with.
All right. I've given Krista a bunch of bags of a bunch of different things, and she's trying to make up her mind here.
Yeah, this is me trying to make a polish. Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, I really like this. This is pretty. What I'm worried about, I want to do a flaky bomb. I know that because I really, really love flaky bombs. So I want to do a flaky bomb, and I want it, but so here's my question to you. When you're making polish and you put in like more than one type of flaky in there, does it like muddy it up?
No, I do it all the time.
Okay.
So if you want to mix them, I know how much to put in.
Right.
So you just tell me what you want and we can try it. So she's definitely honed it down to a flaky bomb because I've thrown every kind of
she keeps show off
glitter in front of her, like all these glitters. There's some reflective, there's some bigger ones. Let's see.
Oh, there's little moons.
There's some more flakes.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, so now we've confused her further.
Yes.
And I've got some shimmers here for her to like look at, some different shimmers. So, and here's some little micro flakes.
All right.
But I have those in purple too. Pretty much everything you see here, I probably have in every color.
Okay.
So you kind of just need to go a direction and then we can make it happen.
Okay. Well,
So
is it better?
Let
me ask you this: is it better to do contrasting flakies, or is it better to, you know what I mean? Like, so this is orange and the other one's like aqua, or is it better to like do something that has like picks it up and has both of them?
I guess the bigger question would be what base.
Well,
color
that's just
are you going to put this in?
That's it. That's
what color
just
do you
it.
want it to be? So I'm not going to help you with that. You're going to have to decide that because this is if Krista can make a polish. I know answers to the questions that you're asking, but I'm not going to tell you them.
Okay.
Because I'm a brat.
Yes.
Because I want to see how well you do.
Okay.
As a test.
As a test?
Yeah,
oh,
maybe
gosh.
I'll hire you to be a polish maker. And then you can be a polish maker and a collector.
Okay. I really like these a lot. because I like how see how it goes to that blue? Look on camera how blue it is.
Those are really, really gorgeous.
Yeah, those are really pretty. I like that. And I like it with this too.
Well, let's see if let's pull that out of the bag.
This one is green. I'm not really feeling green right now, so I'm going to pull the green out.
Yeah, you should probably do a process of elimination.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you should try these.
Okay.
We should try these.
Yeah, I'm really in an orange mood right now.
Okay, well let's try these, and you want to mix them with this.
Okay, yeah, and then but what are we gonna? Now I gotta figure out the base. Right?
What color do you want it to be?
So I guess my question is it better to have something that's tonal? Like, would you do like a light orange or like a coral, or would it be better to do like blue with that? You know what I mean? Like, how does that?
I think it would work however you want to do it.
Or like lavender or something. So,
you never know until you try.
Okay.
So you just have to pick a direction. And are you going to put anything else in it or just this?
I'm thinking. Well, okay. Here's what I'm feeling. I am feeling like we should do like a coral color.
Okay.
And then put these in there. And then should we do the little tiny?
I may not have the right elements for a coral, but I might.
All right. So we'll have to pause and look. And then, because I like things to be very like fairy tale, ethereal kind of looking.
I'm surprised you're not picking pink.
I know. Well, that's what I mean. And here's the thing: if we did pink and put these in here, it probably is going to come off as coral. That's my thinking in color. It's like color theory, right? Because if you have pink and orange, it comes out coral.
Well, why don't we try it and see?
Okay. All right. So you got it. We're going to try that. So, and let me ask you this: if we mix that together, we can add something to it if I think like, oh, it needs a pop of this. Okay, so let's...
We can add to it.
Okay, all right,
so these are the two elements she's picked out of hundreds.
All these hundreds and hundreds, yes.
Hundreds and hundreds of elements.
And then, all right, we're going to pause and see what we come up with for our base.
All right, I gave her some pigments to choose from and she's confused.
Because I'm trying to figure out how do we get to pink when you have all this red.
Well... So anyhow, this is what I gave her to choose from. So she needs to pick one or two. We can blend if you like it, but you were saying you wanted coral leaning, so that one would be the coral.
That's the one that my eye keeps going to.
Well, then let's do that one. Okay, we have a decision. That was easy.
All right,
we'll be back.
But here's the thing: before you're back, like, what if you put like a little bit? Would that make it more pinky? Like, I'm trying to figure out how we get to pink when it's just.
This one would definitely be more pink.
So if we put like coral, if you put like 1 and 1 in there, would it come out?
Why don't we try it?
Okay.
What we're gonna do first is we're gonna get the color that she likes. Then we're gonna add the elements to it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But we need to get your color.
The base color going first.
Correct.
Okay. All right. We'll do that.
All right. We have our bottle, and we're gonna add some white and some of the 2 tones of red that Krista has chosen. Okay. So she's mixing that a little bit to kind of see what color it looks like, and then we're going to add a little bit more of a different color.
But what if
unless you love it the way that it is.
Oh, I see how it's coming. Okay, but what if is it going to be too opaque though?
We can work on that. I'm trying to get a color that you like. Okay. So if you pull this out right here, and
that's how you look at it.
See that color? Do you like that color? Or do you want more? It's pretty pink.
It is, but it's like I feel like it needs to be a little bit more berry pink.
So you want a little bit more like this one in
Yeah,
it.
like I think it's just to put 1 drop in there of that one, and let's see what it looks like.
Okay.
Okay. That's coral.
Now we're getting to where she wants it to be.
Okay.
This was before we added the other red tone. Yeah. And then do you want to pull it out and see what it looks like? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's not focusing. Go down lower. There you go.
I can't see what I'm doing, but yeah, we're getting there now.
We're working on it here.
Yeah. Okay.
And I don't have my lab coat on.
No, yeah, what the heck?
I know, I should have my lab coat on. I'm gonna get polish on me and then ruin my clothes.
And then it's gonna be my fault, right?
It's gonna be your fault.
All right, so I'm gonna keep mixing and see where we get to.
We'll be back.
Okay, so we've got it pretty well mixed, and I told her that I really like the tone of this, especially like the lighter part here, but it's not quite light and bright enough for me. So she said that she's gonna tweak it. So by adding something. Yes, exactly. So we'll be back. Okay, so yeah, we got to the color that I think that I want, and I don't want to put anything else like pigment in there because I'm afraid it's gonna cover up our
It'll cover
flake.
your
I want it
flakes
to
up.
be nice and sheer.
I can tell
so
you it's
I
going to
do,
cover them up
yeah.
if you add any more color to
Okay.
this.
All right. So we're gonna go with that.
All right.
So now what?
We're going to add flakes.
All right. So here we go.
Go for the flakes and then...
Okay, we'll be back with flakes in the bottle here. We're making a prototype. So this is a prototype bottle. She was explaining to me before that that's like how they kind of play around with them, and it's like basically like half a formula is how it works. So, all right, so we'll put flakes in. We'll come back and show you what that looks like.
I'm going to add flakes to this polish, but I need her to determine the ratio
Of each one of them?
of flakes that you would like. So... before we start putting flakes in.
Okay, so as far as like...
What do you want them to be equal? Or do you
No,
want one to
I
be
think-
dominant?
I think this one should be dominant, and then this should be more like
Show that on camera.
the accent. That's what I did. So this
Okay.
one would be more dominant, and then this one would be like just a little bit, because I don't want that to overpower.
And you don't want these at
I don't know.
all.
She keeps showing me this, and I'm afraid that it's like a different color tone. So
Okay.
I'm thinking no. The only thing I might think of is we might need a shimmer. Is that the shimmer?
No,
Oh,
those are
okay.
flakes.
All right.
All right, we're gonna do the flakes, but
Okay.
I think that I can't do it on camera. I'm mixing it right now. Ooh, this is fun, Krista.
Ah, see? Maybe
I think you're gonna want more flakes though.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say that right off the bat.
Yeah, probably.
But you can swatch it out and see what you think of it.
Okay.
We should have been writing this down.
Yeah. Well, I kind of remember what we did, so.
All right, swatch it out and see what you think.
All right, let's show them a little bit what I got going on here. Okay.
You can always put more in.
Yeah.
And the brush is...
Yeah, this is flushing
Terrible.
brush, but oh, it's so pretty.
Look at you making your first polish.
Gotta do a Krista coat.
All right,
Wow.
what are you thinking?
I love the orange flake. I don't know if I've seen like orange flakes in pink before like that. So yeah, I like it, but it definitely needs more.
All right.
Because I want it to be a flaky bomb.
So let's put more in.
Okay, should we pause? We'll do it again. We'll come back.
Shaking it up for her. We're making a mess here.
Yes, we've got messes everywhere going on here. So
I think you're where you want to be.
okay, as far as with flakes, right?
I don't know. We'll see. It's pretty
Yeah.
saturated
Okay.
with flakes. Go ahead and paint it out and see what you
Okay,
think.
let's look at it in the bottle. Oh, that's pretty.
So Krista is debuting her
My nail
polish making skills. Although she's really not deciding quantity, she's just deciding how she wants it to look. so-
Exactly.
And it might not be mixed up that great.
Yeah, I can tell. We'll get there. All right, let's see.
Let me mix it a little bit while we're just sitting here.
Okay.
What do you think? Do you think
I
it's
like
enough
it.
flakes?
I think it will be if we do a second coat. So can I look at it like?
Oh, for
should we
sure.
put a second coat on there?
Oh yeah.
The only thing is does it need to put like a hollow sparkle in there?
know. Well, why don't you paint it out to the full 3 coats and see what you think of it?
Okay, and then we can add it with. If
Yeah.
we want to, we can add it in. All
Here's your
right.
second coat. Oops. You got a flake hanging down over
Oh,
there.
I do, don't I? What should I do? Push it back up.
Yeah.
There.
So what do you think?
I love it.
Do you think
It's
it
really
needs
pretty.
something else?
The only thing I think I would add in there is a little bit of hollow sparkle, silver hollow, just because I would want to have something glittering,
Okay.
you know, kind of in there. So what do you think? You're the maker.
I think that you can. The disadvantage is then it will have glitter and it'll be harder to get off, because right now it's easy to get off because it just has the flakes in it.
Right. But if we just did a tiny little bit,
We can, if that's what you would like.
I think so. I think that's what I need to
You
have in
want
there.
some silver hollow?
Yep.
Okay, I have lots
But
of...
I'd really like not a super big particle one, like a finer one. Do you have that?
Well, we have this one, but I'm afraid that your silver hollow is going to change.
It's going to change the tone of it. That's what I was asking. Like, will it mess it up?
I think it might.
Okay. So, do I leave it? And I'm also afraid, like, if we added like a shimmer, that it's also going to Uh-oh.
Cover it up.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, so this is 3 coats. I just wanted to show you what it looked like with 3 coats. Flaky Balm, nothing else added to it. And now I'm gonna sleep on it and see if that, I really, really like the color of it. I love that kind of corally, yeah, I just like it. I don't think I've seen any kind of like corally color like that.
It's really pretty. You did good, Krista.
Thank you.
Maybe we should hire her. What do you think?
All right, well, I'll sleep on it and then decide if it needs anything else put into it. So now we'll say to be continued.
Now to be continued. All right, we made 2 bottles of Krista's Flaky Balm, and she wants to add hollow to one of them.
Right.
So we don't want to change the color.
Yes.
So we're gonna try this one, and this is we're only gonna try the hollow, and if we hate it, we're gonna stay with that.
Okay. So
I walked away. I don't know if they heard that.
Well, yeah. So if we don't like the hollow, what she's saying is we're gonna keep it just the way that it is.
Because we like it that way.
The hollow that I chose is one that is a little bit bigger, so that it won't. It's not gonna like melt into the base color because I didn't want to change the base color. So we're gonna see what happens. So.
Okay, we're mixing.
All right. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. Now I'm scared.
Well, I can add more. Do you want to swatch it and see what you think of it?
Is it already mixed?
It's mixed enough.
Okay.
I don't see it yet because it's hiding behind all the flakes, so I don't see the hollow in there. So I can add more, but I'd rather not over add.
Right. Exactly. Let's
I'm getting flakes all over me.
Let's swatch it and see if we see it.
See if you see the hollow in it,
Yeah.
and if not, we can add more. I do see it now.
Yeah, I thought I saw it too, yeah.
And it did not change the color.
It did not change it.
But I have other hollow elements that would have changed
Yeah,
the
that's what I
color.
did not want. So here's the thing.
Oh yeah, I see it
I
from here.
see it.
Do you want more, or is that good?
I'm scared if we put more in it. Maybe just a tiny bit? What do you think? I'm afraid I don't want to do too much.
Well, do you want to do all 3 coats before
Yeah, let's
you
do
decide?
all 3 coats. Yeah, because once we put, because it's definitely there now, and I love it. It's perfect. Okay, so let's pause and I'll do the next coats and we can decide.
Okay. So there's hollow. And it did change the color a little bit. It
lightened it a little bit. Yep, it's definitely lighter. It's hard to see. Well, at least in the viewfinder, it's hard for me to see, but in person, you can definitely tell that it lightened it.
I think what you need to do is swatch them on your own hands.
On my hands, yeah.
And decide which formula you like better.
Yeah.
And then you've made a polish. Look at you.
Yeah, and I love it.
You've made 2. I mean, I guess you could theoretically make both of them.
That's true. Very true. Yeah, one that has the hollow and one that doesn't. Yeah, for sure. All right, well, maybe I'll do that. And then, again, we'll see what the conclusion is to this polish making journey.
Well, she did great.
Thank you.
She did great at picking the elements and pushing me out of my comfort zone to make a Flaky Balm.
To make a Flaky Balm. And then also, I think I was correct in the fact that it made the corally color by adding, doing the orangey flakies in there. It did come out to make it coral, which is what I thought would happen.
That is correct because it was very pinkish before we added the orange to it.
Exactly.
So she does know a thing or two about
how the color things are
about color
and how the elements are going to change things. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a good.
Yay! All right. Well, thanks for joining us in this one, and like we said, we will continue this story. Bye.